Welcome to Manifest the Big Stuff, a weekly intentional manifesting tune-up where we pop the hood and look at the process of manifesting your reality more intentionally when it's not as pleasing as you truly desire. Today's episode is all about the connection between your beliefs and reality, how they are really one and the same. Of course, today I'm going to continue to update you on my current use of my belief-raising process as I write and live my way up my emotional reference chart regarding my strong desire to manifest my next book. And I'm also going to walk you through the symbiotic relationship between your beliefs and your reality, and how to truly alter that relationship to manifest the reality you truly desire. And you definitely don't want to miss it when I lay out a super condensed blueprint for how to manifest your most important outward-facing desires like fitness, wealth, and professional success. I'm Greg Kuhn. I'm called the Law of Attraction Science Guy. I'm the author of the life-changing Why Quantum Physicists book series and the host of this podcast. Manifest the Big Stuff is a snapshot of my manifesting life. It reflects what I'm doing, why, and how. I'm excited that you're listening today. So, let's get started. Everything is a manifestation. You manifest everything in your reality. That's what you've done since you were born, and you'll do it until you die. There is no opt-out. So, yes, you create your own reality. You manifest a unique version of reality in form and function, in meaning and value. You manifest reality as you were taught to. Your reality reflects the beliefs you were given as a child, beliefs you assimilated hungrily, soaked them up like a sponge because you needed them to create material reality, to create a version of reality unique to you, the version of reality in which you could and would function here on this earthly world. You needed to be able to name and know everything you needed to, and you needed to be able to give it all meaning and value so that you could manifest your own unique version of material reality. That's how we experience human life, here in 3D time-space. That's how our parts function, our body, its systems, and our brain. As a child, you did not select your beliefs from an array of choices. In fact, you did not select your beliefs at all. You learned the beliefs your important caregivers taught you. Your mom, dad, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, teachers, ministers, authority figures, television, movies, the internet. Their beliefs became your beliefs because you needed beliefs, and they were who you spent most of your time around and who you trusted the most. Of course, they couldn't teach you anything other than what they learned as children, which meant many of us were taught beliefs like, you must never disappoint people. What will they think of you? Or, you aren't that special. Who do you think you are? Or, you're not okay just as you are. You need to be someone else to please me. And we were taught those things from very well-intentioned people. Unless, of course, your important caregivers used a belief-raising process like the one I use long before coming into contact with you. The beliefs you were given as a child about what material reality means and how it works for you are still there because of how we are constructed and how our body and brain work. Those old beliefs are running the show, constantly being reflected back to you by your reality. It doesn't matter that you're older now, wiser, more enlightened, and that you have a whole slew of new beliefs now, much better beliefs about reality and how it works for you. In almost every case, most of that has had no effect on changing the beliefs you were given as a young child. Here's why that's true. And don't worry, this isn't bad news. In fact, this is the beginning of the road to changing your beliefs for real, growing them into alignment with your desires. Those beliefs you were given as a child took up residence in your subconscious, where they could be safeguarded from undue influence, safeguarded from the vagaries of strong emotions, from fleeting whims and flights of fancy. Your beliefs are vital to you, after all. Not only do they create your reality, as they are reflected back to you, but they also serve to keep you as safe and as alive as possible by making your reality as reliable and predictable as possible. Storing them in your subconscious makes your beliefs sacrosanct because your subconscious is immune to transient influences like those mentioned a moment ago. Your subconscious, you see, only speaks one language: emotional honesty. Your subconscious speaks the language of feelings, but only your real, true feelings. That is why strong emotions present in the moment due to circumstances and positive affirmations do not change your beliefs. Your subconscious knows that is not how you really feel about your reality. It knows that those feelings are manufactured, either by you or by extraordinary circumstances. Your subconscious is impervious to any form of logical, word-based communication in general, which means it's impervious to manufactured feelings. Your beliefs are not influenced by any word-based or logic-based form of communication, nor are they influenced by any emotions that are too different from how you really feel. Thus, most of your beliefs from childhood remain intact, pulling the strings behind some of your most disappointing experiences of reality. Some of those beliefs from childhood simply aren't capable of manifesting the reality you truly desire. They are not aligned enough. These are the beliefs you need to raise, to grow into alignment with your desires. Which beliefs exactly do you need to grow? Fortunately, it's easy to tell. You don't need to inventory them all in a rigorous examination. Just pay attention to your reality and your feelings about it. Anytime your reality is not aligned with your desires for it, you are encountering beliefs that are incapable of manifesting the reality you truly desire. Your painful feelings are there to alert you to this. Painful or displeasing feelings say, "Hey, Greg, your current beliefs are incapable of manifesting the reality you want here. They are not aligned enough to do that." In this way, feelings serve like the digital readout of a thermometer. That readout does not create fevers. It only lets you know when you have one. When the thermometer alerts you that you have a fever, when your feelings are painful, that is a signal to start manifesting this part of your reality more intentionally. You see, when it comes to manifesting your reality, as noted earlier, there is no opt-out. You have no choice in that matter. You are manifesting. But you still have one choice you can make about manifesting. You can choose to manifest your reality more intentionally rather than by default. When your reality is pleasing, when it satisfies you, you shouldn't necessarily worry about intentionally manifesting it differently. Why not stick with the tried and true? Keep manifesting it how you're manifesting it. Maintain the status quo. But when your reality is displeasing, when it becomes painful, especially when it seems unnecessarily painful, in those cases, you should shake up the status quo. You should manifest that part of your reality more intentionally. Shaking up the status quo is what intentional manifesting is all about. You get to set the stage more intentionally, then perform a play of your choosing on that stage, the one you just designed for it. You do this by aligning yourself vibrationally with your desires each day. Use positive affirmations to get yourself back on track when necessary, and use my belief raising process for areas of your reality that have been too painful for too long. And then, during your day, use manifesting techniques written to take advantage of new paradigms from quantum physics. The types of techniques I share about all the time in Manifest the Big Stuff. This is a format for intentionally manifesting a reality more aligned with your desires that I've shared and will continue to share about here on Manifest the Big Stuff, and I'll do so even more thoroughly in my next book. One thing that comes out of this, when it comes to your reality, there are no unimportant manifestations. Nothing you manifest is inconsequential. You manifest everything in your unique version of reality. Manifesting different color Volkswagen Beetles and manifesting $1 million are, in principle, the same thing. Each manifestation has a unique level of importance to you. Each has a unique level of value and a unique meaning, unique to you. Some manifestations are public-facing, such as health, wealth, professional success, and fitness, to name a few. People can tell whether or not you are successfully manifesting those things, because they can usually be seen and identified by others. Public-facing manifestations offer you unique challenges with commensurate rewards. Some manifestations are inward-facing, like love, fulfillment, faith, and hopefulness, to name a few. Likewise, they offer you unique challenges to manifest, also with commensurate rewards. Inward-facing manifestations are more difficult to prove or verify. Thus, you can sometimes get away with lying about them to other people and even to yourself. Inward-facing manifestations, however, form the basis for any great success that is possible with your public-facing manifestations. Truly manifesting inwardly almost always unlocks as much successful outward manifesting as is possible. So always start with inward manifestations and build out from there. Regarding my current use of my belief raising process, as I work my way up my emotional reference chart, once again, to align my beliefs with my desires for something really important, my desires for my next book. If you've been following along since I started sharing my process and progress, you know I began this journey at the emotional perspective of worry and nervousness. And just today, I wrote about my desire to manifest my new book from the new emotional perspective of anticipation and eagerness. The definition of anticipation is the act of looking forward, and the introduction in a composition of a part of a chord which is about to follow in full. And eagerness is defined as enthusiasm to do or have something. These emotional states are very positive, the most positive ones I've encountered yet on my journey up the emotional reference chart. And as I've written and lived my way into this emotional perspective, anticipation and enthusiasm, I just started to spontaneously see and understand my reality differently, as before, more aligned with my desires to manifest my next book in 3 unique ways. First, I am eager. I am enthusiastic to get out of bed each morning, vibrationally align myself, work on my belief-raising process, and then employ manifesting techniques to get the most out of each moment today, each opportunity. And I feel much less pressure to manifest my book because my eagerness is more focused on input than output. Second, I have recently written down some great ideas for my book's structure and format. Ideas strong enough to form the foundation and framework for it. They're keepers. Thus, I am manifesting a part of a chord in my composition or book, which is about to follow in full. And third, I am looking forward to manifesting my next book. I am looking forward to it figuratively because I can't wait to hold it in my hands, knowing how valuable and helpful it is. And I am looking forward to it literally because I am champing at the bit to start writing. Things are growing more exciting here. I have some fantastic ideas for how to make my next book an incredibly connected and valuable experience for you, as well as how to structure it. My creative energy is rising in tandem with my emotional perspective about manifesting my next book. My podcast is flowing effortlessly again. My life is working well. The rising tide is lifting every boat in my harbor. Stay tuned as I keep writing and manifesting myself all the way to the top of my emotional reference chart. And now, my quantum tip, a brief, powerful tool that you can use in your life right now. There is always a reason when I get angry. I get angry at things that make me angry. One thing I've learned about anger is that it's best processed physically and verbally. For example, writing down what or who I'm angry at and putting that inside my shoes before going for a run or a vigorous walk, where I step on them as I feel my anger out. Try that one for yourself. Thank you very much for being a tangible part of my future by listening today. I thoroughly enjoyed being a part of your past when I made this for you. And I hope it's been valuable because that is my intent. If I've been able to send value from the past to the future today, please let me know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts and questions. Use the contact form on my website, whyquantumphysicists.com, or record a voicemail for me by clicking the microphone in the blue circle at the bottom right of my website. And while you're there, also make sure I can stay in touch with you by downloading your free copy of my life-changing foundational book, How Reversing 7 Words Can Change Your Life. And you can download my emotional reference chart for free as well. I'll use your email only to stay in touch with you about intentional manifesting. Thank you again for sharing your time today and allowing me to be of value to you. Let's do this again real soon.